We're going to get to the Olympics in just a bit, but we couldn't start off the show without honoring the champions of Super Bowl 60. That's right, your Seattle Seahawks are world champions after dismantling the New England Patriots 29-13 in a game that really was never really that close. Let's, of course, bring in the guy who almost called the final score, Terry Hollimon. He's with us now. What kind of statement do you feel like the Seahawks made? Because this was a big one.
Well, I think it just really solidified everything we said about this team all year long, encapsulated in one final game. This defense was stifling, suffocating. It looked like it was going to be a shutout for most of the game, right? It didn't even look like a competition between their offense and our defense. And so, again, that was great. It was great to see our running back, Kenneth Walker III, have an incredible game after, kind of an up and down season, having some injuries and dealing with that. And, of course, seeing Sam do his thing, okay? A redemption story.
I wanted to talk to you, too, because Terry knows ball. Okay, you almost got the final score spot on. That was so great.
Listen,
no, he didn't. He didn't.
I did. I almost did. Really did. I really did. I hate to toot my own horn, but
Toot.
Listen, somebody needs to come and bring me the bag because I've been getting it right all year, right? I'm ready. Just hit. You see my name, Terry Hollimon, right down there. Send me the money.
How important it was the dark side for this victory?
Oh, it was super important. They've been important all season long, right? You look at the way this defense plays, and it's not even a bend but don't break. You just think at some point in time during the play, these guys are going to make a huge difference.
And Sam Darnold, he made the performance of his career, in my opinion. Will this win finally quiet the skeptics, too? Because, come on, there's so many people that are still hating on our quarterback.
It is, and I think there's so many people, again, they're short-sighted. They have these opinions, and I think everybody has an opinion, right?
Yeah.
But what is your opinion worth? I think if you look at what he's been able to do this season, and even going back to what he did last season with the Minnesota Vikings, very few quarterbacks get an opportunity to do that. Win that many games and then come back to a brand new team, your first year win a Super Bowl. Critics go to sleep. Critics go to sleep. We don't need to hear from you no more.
Sleep.
And we know we have to talk about music.
Oh.
The halftime performance as well. Bad Bunny.
Yep.
Your thoughts on it? They had the guest artists like Lady Gaga. I actually predicted that. I knew Lady Gaga was going to be there. After an interaction she did with him at the Grammys, I was like, I got a feeling these guys are talking for something. But then Ricky Martin was there too.
Yeah.
So what are you guys' thoughts?
Well, me personally, I thought it was incredible. I was singing along to every word.
Can you sing right now to us?
I said, see, no, he didn't sing that part. But no, I thought it was beautiful, the way that he encapsulated. He really put together a story, right?
Yes.
It was like the whole sugar cane on the whole field, his experiences, from whether the New York bodegas to the experiences with the Puerto Rican, the energy, the light pole. It was just incredible for me. And then again, to bring it all together with all the Americas, not just North America, but Central America, South America, and it really was about America.
I know. I loved this too. I actually translated this to English as well.
Okay.
He introduced himself and said, "I'm here at the Super Bowl 60. It's because I never ever stop believing in myself, and you should also believe in yourself. You're worth more than you think. Trust me." And also, the wedding that happened too was actually real. Apparently, the couple invited him to their wedding. And then he, in turn, invited them to the Super Bowl, and they got married. That was real during the show.
Who gets married at the halftime Super Bowl?
Seriously, right? What do you do next for the honeymoon? Like, what's the 10-year anniversary like?
You can't top that. I also love, too, at the end, you guys, he walked up the stage after delivering so many amazing messages to the only thing stronger than hate is love.
That was huge.
And it was such a fun halftime show, just everyone was dancing, the energy was so high, which was really great. I want to get back to the game too, because we cannot talk about the Super Bowl without talking about K9.
Oh yeah.
He MVP of the game. Come on, he did absolutely incredible. What can you tell me?
That's what I'm talking about. For me, it was a redemption story. And I think for everybody that followed his career, especially the last couple of years, last year he was really sidelined with a huge injury. This year he was hampered a little bit. We saw the emergence of Jacques Charbonnet, the other running back that we have here. That's an incredible running back. And a lot of people were like, do we really need K9 that much anymore? And then Jacques Charbonnet goes down in the NFC Championship, and it's all on K9's shoulders. And what does he do? The biggest game, the biggest time of his life, he shows up and shows
He
out.
rose to the occasion. I also absolutely loved this. I heard that K9's dad has actually never been to a game because he gets kind of anxious in big crowds, but he
Yeah.
was there because his agent talked him into going and got to watch him just show out at this game and have one of the biggest games of his career. And he's going into right to free agency. Do
Yeah,
you think we're
he
going to
is.
get him back?
So I hope he is. I hope
that prediction?
I'm not making a prediction yet. Give me a couple of weeks. I've been working hard all season, man. Give me a break. But no, I hope so. I think some concessions are going to need to be made because he went out on top. His last game before he goes into the free agency, you can go out and you're negotiating with the people and say, hey, I'm a Super Bowl champ. Yeah. Not only am I a Super Bowl champ, I'm the MVP.
I know.
Hey, me.
I know. He left everything out on the field bore he's going to get his bag,
Yeah, he
too.
did. Yep.
Could there have been another MVP? Because I have an idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it goes to our kicker, who put like
Yes.
17 points or something
Well, that's what I was
crazy
gonna
on
say.
there.
Let's not forget the
Oh, yeah,
overweight too.
17.
Like the first half, it was just him.
Yeah.
Him. And I'm like, who's gonna score here? And it just
Right.
the kicker was there, so he
Right.
represented for us.
Myers.
Yep, he's been a baller all year long, so I would say he for sure. But Devin Witherspoon had an incredible day.
You're
too.
right.
Yes.
You know, a sack, or, caused the interception.
Yeah.
What we thought was going to be another sack,
Yeah.
but it was a fumble.
Yeah.
Devin Witherspoon played good. Yeah.
I think our whole defense probably could have been MVP as
think
well.
so. Oh,
That
absolutely.
also could. But you know what? I'm going to give it to K9 for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
And now looking forward to a victory parade on Wednesday. King 5 is the official broadcaster of the Seahawks championship ceremony and parade. You can watch the entire celebration exclusively on King 5 streaming apps and on Kong TV. Coverage begins at Lumen Field Wednesday at 10 a.m. and King 5 is the only station allowed inside, bringing you every moment live from the trophy presentation to hearing, of course, from our coach and players. And if it's anything like the last time we won the Super Bowl, Wednesday is going to be absolutely insane. I was there.
Ooh, I was there
I was
too.
losing my mind. It was such a cold day.
I remember how freezing it was. Sounds like it's not gonna be this time around like that.
Yeah, it's not going to be cold and not going to be raining either.
Is it not? I was
Yeah,
going to.
that's what
I'm
they
going to
said.
be there.
Oh, I
on
think
the
I'm going to be there this
parade.
time. I was
So-
scared to be there last time because it was too cold and Marshawn was throwing Skittles at people.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
didn't want no
Yeah.
parts of that
Yeah.
action.
With how cold it was there too, getting hit with the Skittles.
It wouldn't have been fun.
It would not have been fun. It actually would have probably really hurt. So.
Yeah, but now, we also have other events going on this weekend.
Yes.
Like the Winter Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't forget about that. Do you guys check something about it? I know you were busy with the Super Bowl, but did you get to see something?
I've been single-minded about the football thing going on, obviously, for the last weekend, but I can't wait to dial into the Olympics. I know we've had a couple of things happen already. There was a little tragedy on the ski hill.
Yeah.
One of our skiers broke her
Lindsey
leg.
Vonn, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But now it's time to turn into full-scale Olympics for me. I love the Olympics. It's
Yeah.
just
I do too.
incredible
The
time of year.
opening ceremonies, we have to talk about that. That always gets me so pumped up when you
Another
get
big
to
show,
see
yeah.
all the athletes.
All the
out.
athletes, the flags.
Yeah.
And Andrea Bocelli. Andrea Bocelli was
Oh
singing.
my
yeah.
gosh, that's what I was going to say. He literally brought down the house with his performance. Mariah Carey came out too. Charlize Theron was there.
There was a green guy? a green and a purple
And
guy.
a pink, purple.
It was very colorful. Italy was showing out for sure. And just to watch like the thousands, of athletes that get to just kick off their amazing experience.
It's a big celebration.
It
It's a
is.
big celebration.
It is. Again, it's a thing. It's a time where a lot of people get to feel their national pride
Yeah.
and be, proud of your country. And these people are getting an opportunity that they've worked for their entire
Their
lives
life.
as Olympians.
That's the
So
thing, yeah.
this is a huge time.
Definitely. Team USA too. We won our first gold medal in figure skating. Woo, woo. It came down
Cheers
to
to that.
Ilya.
Cheers to
Yeah,
that.
cheers to that. And he brought it. The final score read US 69, Japan 68, and at just 21 years old, he secured his first Olympic gold medal. That was just an incredible performance. He did a backflip.
A lot of passion.
wow.
Yeah, a lot of passion. I just seen like the photos of his face. He looks so tense. He's like, this is my gold medal and I'm going to take it. Nobody's going to take it from me.
I mean, Japan was really right there on our
He
heels.
kind of looked like he was in Hunger Games or something right there, right? The lady on
Almost like a
fire,
character,
whatever it
yeah,
was
it's almost
doing.
like a character.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned earlier, like Lindsey Vonn, that she had a crash. I mean, She went for it. That's the
Yeah.
one thing that she's a champion. She was gonna try it. It didn't come out. This was not her Olympics, but what a career, anyways. You know, like she is a legend.
She's still inspiring because, you know, like you said, she really left it all out there. She's 41, I believe, and said, you know, hey, I'm still at my prime. She was competing on a ruptured, like a torn ACL completely, and she still went out there. I heard though the crash, it was hard to watch.
It was painful to watch.
A broken leg.
Yeah, a broken leg, and she needed surgery for that. But I think it's what she shows to other women out there. You know, never giving up.
Just any athlete in general.
Literally.
I mean,
Listen,
everyone has that.
I'm thinking like anyone that's 40 years old and you're still out there competing at that high of a level. We're talking about the top elite athletes in the world. And you're still doing your thing?
Yeah.
It's something to look at and be proud of.
And she always goes at the trolls, which I love too. They were coming at her for her age and everything else, and she's like, "You come and talk to me when you're competing at this high of a level."
Yeah, you go as fast as I can go, and then we can talk about it.
Listen, I go over 3 on the treadmill, and I gotta sleep for a week.
And you're breaking legs.
I'm high-fiving people when I'm doing that. You guys, there's something to talk about too. Enjoy the champagne. We also have Nutella here to celebrate the Winter Games taking place in Italy. Each day, you've probably been noticing that we've been trying something from Italy or Italian adjacent. Today's choice, Nutella. Nutella was born in Northwest Italy during World War II when cocoa was scarce. An Italian pastry maker blended hazelnut, sugar, and just a little cocoa to stretch out what he had. Today, Nutella is hugely popular. Italians often enjoy it simply on bread, which we're going to do today. And it also shows up, of course, in pastries, cookies, and all different kinds of desserts.
Okay.
Jose, what do we think?
We're stuck in the room while you're
eating.
I approve.
Let me show you how we do this at the Hollimon house. First, you get the bread, and you just look at it, and then you just dip it.
That's what I was gonna say. Just take we need a big spoonful. That's what I do with peanut butter, and that's what I'm doing with Nutella. Everybody, cheers to the Seahawks. Thank you so much, and thank you to our big champions because that's pretty incredible.